There is a saying that out with the old, in with the new. That means it is good to start using new and better ways of doing things and stop using the old ways that aren't as good anymore. Like when you get a new phone that works completely better, you stop using your old one. So it is all about keeping up with the new and the better stuff, especially when it comes to the technology. I mean, I know everyone can relate with it. Let's say if there is a new iPhone which is coming in, yeah, which just recently launched, iPhone 15. It has certain new specifications that comes every year. Not only iPhone, looking at any other phones, let's say Android, the different operating softwares. We don't want to stay behind the technology. We rather want that, okay, we want access of all the good things so that we can make the most of it. And then, we can assure that, okay, we are up to the standards with the rest of the world. So, hey, everyone, again, ready for something new and exciting as well. All right, then. Today, we are diving into a world where education and immigration businesses are getting a major upgrade. It is all about going digital. And trust me, it is going to be a really fun journey. In the next 1 hour, we'll explore how using digital technology can totally change the way we do things. We'll see how it is much better than the usual methods and how it can make your business grow a lot. Not only just a little, but as twice as much. So, whether you are into education or helping people with the immigration, one thing's clear: going digital is the way to go. So let's get comfortable and get ready to leave these old methods behind. We are going to discover new, exciting ways to do things that could really change the game for your business. Let's connect, learn, and find out how much your business can grow with digital transformation. It's time to change the way you do things and make your business really successful. So, ready to dive in, everyone? Let's do this. Okay. So, I mean, currently, not, we have participants from across the globe. A lot of businesses are actually practicing the traditional methods yet. So I'm sure, the expressions on this slide say at all. Are traditional methods holding back your education and immigration business? So traditional methods, like a few examples of it can be, let's say, if you are still working on your Excel files for that matter, if you have paper forms, which basically you give to your students or the customers when they enter your office and you collect their information. So that is something also sort of traditional practice. If we dive into this more, we have a few examples which we can state. You can say the first is lack of technology integration. So many education and immigration agencies may still rely on outdated paper-based processes and not fully embrace technology, as I said in the previous line. This can lead to inefficiencies and a lack of accessibility for students and immigrants as well. So lack of technology integration can be the first example of this one. Limited marketing strategies. Relying solely on word of mouth or local advertising may restrict the reach of the business. Embracing the digital marketing, including social media, content marketing, and online advertising, can help attract a global client base. So, I mean, we cannot really these days, completely rely on word of mouth. That is something which has been completely left behind. In case if you want to cope up with today's standards, we have to make sure that we are having a digital presence available online, because the young generation that we have today, everyone prefer digital. Even if I talk about myself, I would not rather visit a office as a walk-in over there. I would rather prefer a visual consultation because I have a lot of other tasks to do. I'm juggling up with my studies and a lot of other stuff as well. So this is something which is a very important thing to be addressed. The other thing can be resistance to change. This happens a lot of times. I mean, sometimes even though we know that the world is changing, the use of technology is something which is bringing a lot of revolution in the today's current time. But then still we have that resistance to change. So the immigration landscape is constantly evolving. Businesses that resist adapting to new regulations or emerging trends may struggle to grow. I'm sure you must have even noticed this, considering the other big shots in the market which are available right now. If you look at any other big shots, they have a very good digital presence. They make sure that they make the use of marketing tools in a better way, and they as and when any new technology that comes, which can help them to scale up their businesses as well as their operations, they don't try, they just make sure that they want to adapt them. So this is something, we'll have to change this resistance, and we'll have to try to switch, to adapting these technologies. Overemphasis on physical presence, as I gave an example earlier. So, some businesses may focus too much on the physical offices and locations. I'm sure, in the past couple of years when we experienced COVID, they were really tough times. But then, the world should go on. Like the business should not stop. I'm sure we might face even such scenarios in the coming years as well. Fingers crossed. Hope we don't do that. But then, yeah, you have to be prepared. So don't just make your physical presence stronger. Rather, even be available online. Make sure that you have easy access to the students who are out in the world today, and they can reach out to you online. They can do the consultations with you online. So that is something which is the future. While having a physical presence is important, of course, it shouldn't overshadow the potential for online services and remote consultations. So this is the one of the examples. Lack of compliance and ethical concerns. So again, this is a really major issue, specifically in the immigration and education industry. Compliance is something which you are supposed to adhere with. And if at all you are not following the compliance properly, I'm sure everyone knows the consequences and we have to deal with it. So failing to adhere to immigration laws and regulations or engaging in unethical practices can lead to legal issues and a damaged reputation, of course. Uh, in today's world, no one really want to have a damaged reputation because we have so much competition in the market today. Even if I step out, in any of the cities, in the big tier 1 and tier 2 cities of any country, we can see that a lot of education immigration consultants, they have recently come up, just because looking at the potential of this market. So we have to make sure that we our reputation, and we don't hinder our business growth. So we also have to follow the compliances for that matter as well. Now, these were the few challenges that we explained. We actually have to step out of it, and we have to overcome these challenges. So, to overcome these challenges and promote growth, of course, edu-immigration businesses should be open to change. First, this is the first thing. We should open to accept the technology, and we should open to adapt it, of course. Now, one fine day, when everyone is, let's say, if we even if I talk about my experience in past, I was showing a certain, you can say, the resistance sometimes. And let's say if at all it was talking about the online meetings at the very initial stage of my career, I would rather not prefer that. I would prefer one-to-one meetings, even the interviews for that matter, let's say. So that is something which I tried to change myself, and then I tried to gel in with the world, which ultimately led to my growth. Okay. And since we are moving forward, we will be also running polls for you guys to get your opinions for that matter, and to keep you engaged. So I would kindly request every one of you, if you can just give in your opinions, it would really matter a lot to us. We'll be dropping one poll right now. So we'll even keep a pause of 10 seconds so that you give your total attention to it, and then we can definitely resume. So just bear with us. Yeah, the polls are up for you guys. Maybe just take a while to see the questions, and it would be great if you can just drop in your opinions. Yeah, we'd be really keen to know your choices for that matter. Okay, we're slowly getting votes right now. Again, I hope that everyone is able to see the poll. You can go to your chat box to access these polls, and you can submit your opinion over there. Okay, great. Let's move forward, guys. All right. Uh, I will, since we have a lot of industry pals from across the globe, not only India, I can say from Bangladesh, from Nepal, from Australia as well. Uh, Looking at, like, I would like to give you an example. Currently, I'm sure everyone knows that India's population has also surpassed China's population. We have a strength of 1.4 billion people in our country. Not only that, out of which 66% of the population is youth, which is highest among any of the other countries in the world. Yeah. So the figure comes around 808 million people who are actually, actively studying or working somewhere. So this is definitely you can say a pool of opportunities, not only a pool, an ocean of opportunities, specifically for the immigrants, the education and immigration consultants who are based in India. Not only for them, let's say if these students travel to abroad, maybe in Canada, maybe in US, UK. So even more opportunities gets created for the other businesses who are based onshore. So we can see that there has been a 68% rise in the students going abroad from India. The highest percentage, the highest numbers, the top five countries are listed over here. You can see the USA was amongst top, approximately, more than 180,000 students, travel to US in the year of 2022. These are a certain past statistics. In terms of Canada, you can see a good figure, which is on the second rank. And then we have UK, then we have Australia, and then we have Germany. Of course, there are a few other countries as well, which are evolving, and Indian students are willing to travel over there as well, for specifically for their studies. So I mean, you can just get an idea how big this is going to be in the coming future. Yeah, this is definitely currently, even right now, this is a $1 billion industry. But then, of course, moving forward, I'm sure things will be completely different. And looking at the population of the youth, which is currently there across the globe, youth, as everyone knows, just like me, I would, as I told you earlier, I prefer everything digital. I don't want anything that might I would have to do manual tasks, something like that. I want rather everything should be digital for me. So if you are evolving, and if you want to get gel up with the crowd, so that you can enhance and scale your business, you have to make this change. So this is a small forecast that I would like to present it to you. Forecast projects that 1.8 million students will be going abroad by year 2024. That is in the coming year. So there is a small comparison which is being seen over here in terms of 3 years, 2016, 2019. We can see there was a 20% growth in the span of 3 years in the number of students who were traveling to abroad. And from 2019 to 2024, we'll be considerably seeing 18% more growth. And you can see that, like we have listed all the figures over there as well. So the highest number of people, the percentage of people will be definitely, traveling the next year as well. So again, you have a lot of opportunities waiting for you. I'm sure, you have done your practices as well. You have done your, research as well on this one. But then just to highlight the urgency of this matter and make sure that you guys are prepared, well prepared with this one. So we just wanted to show you these figures as well. Okay. So digital transformation is all about we have been talking right now. So, digital transformation has various branches in terms of technology. We have communication, of course. Let's say communication, everyone has seen this evolution. We had these, landline phones earlier. We had the pagers earlier, but right now it is completely different game. Yeah. People are digitally connected with each other through various social media channels. Everyone can put their points, their opinions in front of the world, and no one can really stop them. So this is something which is completely, changing the game of each and every business in terms of data. Now, every data, instead of storing it in their local computers, everyone is preferring clouds because there is more convenience, right? Let's say if my computer gets crashed, my data is gone. But if I have it on my cloud, even if I'm traveling somewhere, even if I won't have, if I want to have an access to that, I can just log in anywhere in any system or even on my mobile phone and have access to the data that I've stored on the cloud. So this is one example. In terms of Internet of Things, of course, these days each and everything is connected with internet. It can very small things like WhatsApp. It is with the use of internet we can access that, and to very big tools which the NASA people might be using for coding and preparing their rockets for that matter. Automation, of course, automation is something which is going to be a really important thing in the coming year. Of course, even right now in these recent times, we have a lot of automated tools which ultimately help us to reduce the entire manual work. AI again is the next future. I'm sure everyone is aware about OpenAI. I'm sure a lot of people are already using it. There is one of an example which is reducing your human efforts and ultimately giving you better results with good productivity, which ultimately matters. So, that is also something which is a part of digital transformation and networking, of course, that completely comprises of all the social media and other parts of networking that we follow. Okay. So in terms of our industry pals, education and immigration industry, what can be an ideal solution for them if they want to digitally transform their business? So CRM is basically one of the recommended solution for such businesses. So switch to a CRM solution today. I'm sure everyone must be aware, but then I'll just quickly give you a gist of what is a CRM. CRM is a customer relationship management software that stores customers' details and logs customers' activities throughout their journey with any company. So right from when they, maybe give you a call that, okay, do you provide this service until let's say their visa application gets received. So you can actually manage your entire cycle of customers on a particular CRM. Okay, there is one more poll that we would like to run, and we would like to get your opinion on that. So I would again just take a pause of 10 seconds over here, and I would request you to drop in your opinions, which will help us to know really quick insights from you guys. Yeah. So the poll is out. We are just waiting for your answers and your opinions. So basically, the poll is, what do you see as the biggest barrier to adopting the digital methods in your business? We have options: cost of implementation, resistance to change, lack of technical expertise, or uncertainty about the benefits. So just drop in your answers. What do you think is basically stopping you? Okay. So if I'm talking about a CRM over here, let's move forward from here. What features should an ideal CRM have for education and immigration businesses? We have listed a few main categories of the features for you guys so that you can have a gist of it. One of them can be client 360-degree services, which we already spoke about in the previous slide, that your entire client journey, their 360-degree cycle, should be maintained or can be maintained on a specific software. So that can be a really ideal CRM for you. Where you have a collaborative workspace, that is also something which is really important, because we have big teams these days. Even if it is a small team, if you want to have or complete a task, it is a team task, so you have to be collaborative. So even there should be such features which can help you to collaborative with the internal teams as well. Company 360-degree services, so your entire company operation management should be done from that particular software. There is also something which can be an ideal feature for the CRM that you might or you are willing to adopt. Commission and agreement. Okay. Specifically for our education pals, commission is something which is a really important factor in terms of commercials. Commission gives us or generates great amount of revenue. So you should be looking for something which also allows you to maintain or manage your commissions for that matter. And business intelligence, of course. If let's say I am running a business, I would not really get much deep into a very minute things like what is happening with this customer or what is happening with this student. I would rather rely on analytics, to be very honest, where I can get some quick insights. I just need, let's say, a good dashboard in front of me where I can check what are the number of students that are registered with us already, how many visas have been received this month, how many admissions that we have done this month, what is the commission, income that we have got this month or in this quarter. So there is something which ideally a CRM, specifically in education immigration CRM, should have the features like this one. Okay, now dividing these into further categories in terms of client 360-degree services, the first can be the lead management. Okay, now lead management, of course, these days you get leads from a lot of other, various sources. And in considering the sales funnel, a sales cycle in any normal business, you have to undergo through a lot of process. So you want an ideal way where you can even get or integrate your social media platform so that you can get all the leads at one channel. It can be your offline as well as online leads. So an ideal lead management platform should be there. It should be comprising of that. Appointment flexibility. Now, appointment is again also a very integral part of our industry, where the students call us or they visit our offices to take the consultations for that matter. So maybe you should have something where you can even integrate some tools where you can even send out the appointment booking notifications to the students directly from your systems. You are aware that, okay, how many appointments do I have for today? How many are in the coming week? Or how many are in the, past month that we have done? So all these functionalities should also be available in terms of client services. Online payments and invoicing. Of course, this is something, uh, I can say from year 2018, to be very honest, India and a lot of other countries, they have accepted digital payments. So you should have a service where, let's say, if you want to collect a payment from a student, you can just send them the link. The When the students make the payment, it automatically gets settled in my software as well as I receive it in my bank account. So a lot of online payments, integrations, and invoicing. That is something which an ideal CRM should be basically having for you. Dashboard. So again, in terms of business intelligence, dashboard is an ideal way to move ahead, where again you can get really quick insights in terms of all the data that you are looking for. As a company owner, as a normal counselor, or as a team leader, you should have these quick insights right, visible to your screen. You shouldn't really have to do some manual work for that. Rather, it should be readily available to you. Reports and analytics, again, if you want quarterly reports, yearly reports, monthly reports, that is something you shouldn't really be preparing in your Excel files. Rather, you should have it. It should be available with one click. Just click on that, select your things what you require, and download the report. So it should be as simple as that. Only then, uh, I mean, data driven is something like the revenue that can be generated from data analytics is something which gives you good amount of outcome, because you have already analyzed the data and you know what is supposed to be done in the coming weeks or the forecast that you're planning to do. So this is also a really important feature. Document management, of course, in our industry, I'm sure everyone of you guys, you deal with the documents of the students, their personal documents, their, you can say admission documents, their immigration documents. So you should have a space somewhere where you can manage all the stuff all together. You don't really have to open up multiple, drives for that matter. Rather, everything should be available at one page. Let's say if I am a student, or if I am a counselor, if I am looking for a student's specific document, I shouldn't really hesitate to open. I mean, I don't have to find out in my PC that, okay, where did the folder go, or where did I save it or not. Rather, it should be, if I search for that particular person, it should be available right in front of me. So that is also something which can be a really ideal feature for you. User management, in case if you have a bigger organization and if you are willing to track the productivity of the users in terms of how many follow-ups they are doing, whether you want to manage their attendance from the system, whether you want to keep security in place and you do not want your users to use that particular system outside your office hours. So there is also something which can be an ideal thing for you, because data is of course private for us, considering any business. A certain administrative features which comprise of collaborative work. I'm sure counselors are the ones, or immigration agents are the ones who deal with the students and customers, and we have a back office team which is responsible for making some calls to get the documents arranged, to get the stuff arranged. So you should also have certain functionality to even support your back office team as well. Task management. If you want to have a proper time management, make the most use of time, you should actually switch to task management. So there is something which allows you to have a proper thing in place where you don't really have to, like you should get some reminders, automatic reminders that, okay, this task is something which is supposed to be done, which is the time is about to come. So please focus on this one. So all these things should be available so that you don't, even if you are busy with consultations, even if you are, not having time in your daily life, rather it should be available with you so that whenever you get time, just check it and complete that task. So task management is also something which can be an ideal feature. Communication integrations, of course, in our businesses on everyday basis, I'm sure a lot of people will be using social media platforms, let's say WhatsApp, calling softwares in order to communicate with the clients. So there can be one system which can help you to integrate all these communication things with that particular system, and you can operate it directly from there, so that you don't have to separately log into different websites, or switch to different screens for that matter. Should be available at the single click in front of you. Coaching management. Okay, this is also a very, you can say, important part. I'm sure a lot of pals, they have, been giving coaching to the students. They are running the classes for the English language, competitive English language tests. And in order to even maintain that, because we are looking for an ideal CRM, where we have all the features. So again, coaching is also a part of our industry, and you should have the feature where you can manage your classrooms, your tutors. You should be able to see the dashboards, the number of students who have registered for the specific coaching batches and stuff like that. So again, that is also a really important feature which you can look for. And of course, the commission management. So again, as I said even earlier as well, commission plays a really big role for the education consultants. You can say a lot of people actually rely on it in terms of running their business. So you should have a proper commission management software where you don't have to get lost. Okay, whether I send the invoice to that particular university, whether I was able to claim that invoice or not, or whether they have been uh, like responding to me on timely basis or not. So again, this is also something which you can actually look for, an important feature in an ideal CRM for our industry. Okay. There is one more poll that we are planning to run, the last one. Again, your opinions will be matter. We just take a pause of quick 10 seconds again, and we request you to just drop in your opinions. So the poll is all about how ready is your business to invest in digital transformation. So if you're already investing, maybe you can choose that option. Planning to invest in the next 6 months, considering it for the near future, or not planning to invest at all. Maybe you can just again drop in your opinions, your answers, and it is something which will be really helpful to us to get your insights. Yeah, we can move forward. Thank you, guys. Okay, now imagine if we were to reveal a super advanced tool for managing your business and customer relationships. It comes with a lots of cool features plus extra tools specifically designed to make your education and immigration business even better. So what if we told you we have already we have already available this software is already available in the market, and a lot of agents are already using it. Not only the small case businesses, but even the large scale businesses are adapting it, and they have been using it since quite a while now. There is a small video that I would like to play for each and every one of you. I would request you to give your utmost attention to this, because this is something which can be really useful to you. So we'll be just playing this video right now. So yes, guys. I mean, as I said, we already have the software called KONZE. It is one of the products of KONZE Enterprise, and this is a very, you can say, self-sufficient CRM for education and immigration industry specifically. To be really honest, and all the features that we were talking about today, all the challenges that we saw in the previous slides before a few minutes, everything can be addressed using this CRM. And yeah, I mean, since you guys took out, your precious time out of your busy schedules and you have joined this webinar with us, we have been planning to give you flat 30% discounts on all the subscription. So this is a completely exclusive offer for only our webinar attendees. You can even contact our team. We can even share with you the sign up links on the chats. My colleague will be doing that shortly. And yeah, I mean, I will also share with you our direct email addresses where you can contact us for that matter. If you need any sort of assistance, if you need any sort of help in terms of knowing more about the product, if you need a detailed demonstration, a personalized session for your team where you want to show it even to your staff mates, whether this is something which can be adapted or not, you can definitely contact us, and we'd be more than happy to give you all the personalized sessions and explain the product to you. We have a really good team of the developers, the backend team, the marketing team, who takes care of the entire company. And I'm sure you'll get good amount of support from each and every one of us. since we have been, you can say related with education and immigration industry since a very long time. So we completely understand your pain points, your challenges, and this is something which we would want that our industry pals should not struggle at all right now. Since it is already available, why not at least give it a try? At least try to use it, see if it is something which is feasible for you. Give it a shot, and I'm sure you'll definitely find it fascinating. And of course, you can improvise your business operations as well as scale up your business moving forward. Since we saw there is a ocean of opportunity which is waiting for you guys. Okay, we have a question which I would like to address for all. How do we avail the offer? So, we guys already have your, email IDs using which you have registered in this webinar. You can do a quick free sign up on our website. And we will be sharing the link right now. Okay, my colleague had just shared it. I will share it with you again. Just initiate the free sign up first, and someone from our team, our representative, they'll get back to you and they'll help you to even, update the subscription for that matter if you are willing to switch to a free, version. Okay, there are a few people who have already signed up on the free version, but then yeah, we'll assure you that since we already have your messages and all the contact details, we will get back to you individually and we'll make sure that you are able to use this offer properly. We haven't really launched any codes for that, to be really honest. But then yeah, this is something which will be completely personalized, and yeah, our team will get back to you, and we'll take things forward from there. So yeah, I mean, again, I would like to thank each and every one of you for showing your presence today. And yeah, hopefully we will be coming up with some new exciting other events as well, where we can help our industry pals in order to scale up their business for that matter. And yeah, we can have even a quick Q&A session right now. I'm sure a lot of people have dropped in a lot of questions in the chat box, and my colleagues are responding to that. But yeah, if you have any other concerns, any other queries, we can wait for 5 minutes. Let the questions come in, and I'd be more than happy to address those questions right now. Okay, one more last poll for you guys, just to know your review in terms of how useful or how do you think this webinar was in terms of the you know the topic which we basically presented. And yeah, all we want to hear about is your opinions so that we can improvise in the upcoming sessions and give you a better experience for that matter. So a really quick feedback would be helpful for us. We'd really appreciate that. You can choose all the stars. We have listed down all the options. You can give the rating. Okay, so it was pretty good as we covered all the issues under one umbrella. Okay, someone from Polaris Migration is appreciating it. Okay, thank you so much. We completely get your pain points as a CD, and yeah, hopefully we'll get in touch soon, and we'll try to even get on board with us as well. And Jack, one of the guests, around security of information and documents, please advise. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of people might also have these questions in terms of how secure is this platform. So what happens is generally we have our like the Condesk CRM basically is a cloud-based version. You don't really have to install that application in your local PCs. Rather, you can just go to a website which is crm.condesk.com. You can use your credentials and you can sign in. Now that all the data which is being entered inside the system, there is something which comes up in an encrypted format and it's stored in our servers, which is connected to AWS, Amazon Web Servers. In terms of documents of personal documents of the clients, there is something we used to comply with. Again, we have an option where you can integrate your own storage so that you don't really have to rely on Condesk for that. So what will happen is it will be linked with your own Google Drives, your OneDrives, Dropboxes for that matter, and you can even have access of that document from the system as well as from your backups. Okay. Pleasure. I believe I was able to answer your question. Yeah. And we can wait maybe for a minute more to see what other questions people have to ask, and then we can definitely conclude this webinar. I'm sure a lot of people are from other countries as well. If anyone is from UK, US, or if at all you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and wish you, very happy Christmas a little bit in advance for that matter. Okay, I think there are no such questions coming in, so let's conclude this and end this in a positive note. So again, I would like to thank each and every one of you for staying so patient and so calm, and even giving your insights and engaging with us in the chat boxes. Hopefully we were able to provide you a good solution, so that you can maybe go and check it out in your free time. And of course, as we said, we definitely even get in touch with you as well individually, to take things forward if at all are willing to sign up on our portals. So thank you everyone. Wish you a great day ahead, a great evening and great afternoon if you are located in different time zones. Hopefully we'll get to connect soon. Yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.